It's one of my new favorite flies to tie. It take me all of about a couple of minutes from pinching on the barbs. I've got a buddy that gave me a bunch of old mustad hooks, so I'm kind of burning through them. But I've been fishing these flies on a number of different rivers. Right. Sometimes I think it would be normally unsuccessful, but fishing a wet fly style. So I'm headed out to the Metolius this weekend, and so I'm tying a couple of kind of various colors, blue wing olive imitations, kind of what I'm after. So peeling off a Hungarian partridge hackle. I always used to tie these kind of differently, more like a traditional dry fly, but after reading some more on these, tying a little bit differently where I tie the hackle on first. Also been experimenting a little bit with the Nor-Vise and using some of the spinning techniques here. I just have some here's your Entron Plus. It's probably 15 or 25 years old, but it works pretty good. I'm just trying to tie a little bit of a blue wing olive pattern here. So a little bit of wax on the thread, and just kind of dubbing a little bit of a body here. Usually I kind of get things stuck there, and then I'll pull the thread back off the thread post on the Nor-Vise, hold that, and spin things up a little bit. And then I'm just going to do my normal wraps. It's kind of a Flymph, kind of a wet fly nymph with a lot of stuff going on in the body. Kind of like the effect that that has on it. Another thing goes on with the wet flies as well that I wasn't really aware of is that you can actually keep the thread behind the hackle. So I'm going to just hook my hackle pliers on here. Typically you want a fairly sparse fly, so you might even strip one side or the other, but I feel it gives me a little bit more option here to kind of just stop at the point that I feel like I have what I need from a... I'm pulling pretty hard there, trying to get things where I want them. So at the point that I sort of get them where I want, I'm going to work my thread up through my hackle, pull everything back, and do a final loop over the head. Usually just 2 wraps. Pull everything good and tight. I think another mistake that I used to make with wet flies is that I would sort of try and tie the hackles back, which I sort of resulted in here. Still anyway, I think I lost a wrap back there. But really you want those hackles to be up at almost 90 degrees. Shouldn't look like a steelhead fly where everything's sort of pinned back. But again, close enough here. And we want everything to stand up at a 90-degree angle. So again, very simple. Don't even want a head, much of a head. That's a bit of a big head there. Again, fairly large, obviously blue olive imitation, but I'm just going for a green, bit of a green Flymph. And I'll fish that on the swing.